Hey everyone, welcome to the Crypto ZX channel. If you're new, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. But now let's get right in today's topic, which is going to be about the markets itself. So we're going to be examining what exactly is happening with the cryptocurrency market right now, and what we can honestly be expecting in the short, immediate term as we of course approach the weekends right now. So if you are an altcoin holder, whether it's XRP, Cardano, Vechain, you name it, you do want to watch this video till the absolute end because it does affect everyone in the crypto space. So if we're looking at the entire market right now, you guys can see we're starting to see some mild green across the board over the last 24 to 1 hour, but over the last 7 days, if we are examining the markets, you guys can see massive red across the board on the bigger time frame. So what exactly is going on? The reason as to why we're seeing this is because of Bitcoin. So let's waste no more time and get right in today's analysis, and I will share what I personally think is going to happen in the immediate short term. But before I begin, you guys know that anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So, going back to that specific support, the 61.8 Fibonacci retracement level, which we have seen the price of Bitcoin pretty much hold throughout March. You guys can see we've been holding that support line, and right now, for the first time ever, we did see the price of Bitcoin go down to $25,800 mark, which we have not seen since March 13th. And you guys can see right now, once again, Bitcoin has been bought back up, and we're finally still being supported by that main range, these wicks that we have seen over the past few months as a support line for the price of Bitcoin. And that's exactly where we're holding. And I did share this with you guys even yesterday in some of my altcoin updates, that if this support line were not to hold, there is a strong chance that Bitcoin can see $25,000 support, which is definitely on the table right now. But there is something interesting happening right now that is helping a lot of altcoins to go in green right now. And we generally would see, after Bitcoin sees this type of retracement within its price, we would generally see, of course, altcoins bleed, but that is not what's happening. We're seeing finally the BTC dominance index, it's finally starting to go down once again, which is causing altcoins not to go down as much as they would if this were to remain high. So now comes the question. There's a lot of questions that are going around. So now comes the question, is this finally the start for the altcoin season? Because altcoins haven't really moved. It's pretty much been Bitcoin. And the only time altcoins really had that explosive type of move was earlier this year in February. So could this be the time where we finally see altcoin season begin? One thing I want you guys to keep in mind is altcoin really started ripping when BTC dominance was still at 44%. You guys can see this for yourself back at the beginning of the year. And after that, you guys can see this massive spike in BTC dominance, which means the majority of the money in this crypto space flowed out of altcoins into Bitcoin. And this is why on a daily basis in every single video of mine, I continue to say, altcoin season hasn't started. We're still far away from the altcoin season to start in order for us to see breakouts happening in a lot of altcoins, because right now a lot of people, of course, you guys know, over the past few months have been complaining that altcoins are not mooning. What kind of bull run is this? Remember, you guys need to understand how this entire market works. This is not for everyone. I'm not saying this to everyone. I'm just saying this to the newcomers that are coming into the space. You can understand, these questions. It's a fair question to make. If you're seeing Bitcoin has so much momentum on its side, why aren't the altcoins mooning? All answers to this. It all goes down to this, which is the BTC dominance index. So see this for yourself. When altcoins at the beginning of the year were mooning, dominance was still quite low. Right now, it's still high. And, I really do believe that if the dominance really starts pulling towards the downside, we could potentially see altcoins really start mooning, and that could be a breather for Bitcoin. But if Bitcoin starts heading back to the 61.8 and actually reclaims above 28k mark, then I guess we're going to be staying around these levels. So very interesting times ahead for the price of the entire market. And if we're looking at the overall cryptocurrency market cap, you guys can see we are currently sitting at $1.1 trillion market valuation, and we are being supported by the previous resistance. As you guys can see, when we were headed towards the upside, we did top out on April 15th strength at $1.26 trillion market valuation, and that was a massive level of resistance. We did go above there, but we weren't able to stay actually above there, because you guys can see this for yourself. This was the confirmation that we have broken out of this bear cycle, because since last June, we've been within this range, and this is that range where the accumulation pattern has been forming. As long as the price is above that, the market cap is above $1.26 trillion. That means the entire, not just Bitcoin. Bitcoin is still in a bull market. There's no question asked about that. It's in a bull market. But once we are above this level of resistance for the entire market valuation, that means we are, as a whole, as a market in total, we are in a bull cycle. But right now what we're seeing happening is we're headed towards the downside, and we are being, of course, supported by the previous levels of resistance. And you guys can see something very interesting is happening. So over the past few months, and of course in May, we've tried to see the market cap for the entire space break out of this level of resistance, but you cannot make this up. We literally got stopped out 5 different times. You can't make this up. And that's very similar to what Bitcoin was doing for itself too. It was knocking on the door for this level of resistance. We did go above there, but never really managed to create a new yearly high. But again, let's not forget, Bitcoin has shown us its power. Bitcoin has shown us that, what it's capable of doing. All the haters that did not believe in Bitcoin really are left speechless as to what it has done. So even if now, let's go on the daily time frame. So even now, like as I've shared with you guys before, if the price of BTC were to even go down to this 25k range, which would be around here, and start consolidating here, I'm totally okay with that, because that would mean Bitcoin is still creating a higher high and a higher high and a higher low. So that still checks the mark that we're still in an upwards trajectory for the price of Bitcoin. So that is what the current scenario, the overall analysis is looking like for the cryptocurrency markets. But now let's go back to this. So if now the price of Bitcoin were to claim this level of resistance at that $28,731 market, then we could see this dominance index starts going back towards the upside, which can affect altcoins in the immediate short term to go back into red and start lagging behind BTC. Of course, what the best thing for us to see is if this number continues to go down, especially below 46.83%, that would be a massive sign. If the dominance goes below 46.83%, that would be a massive sign that dominance is about to fall, and we could potentially see this altcoin season that we're aiming for. And in order for that to happen, Bitcoin does need to find a place where it can consolidate for a while, and I would not mind if that happens even at 25k range. But that is my personal analysis. Of course, I will keep you guys updated if anything were to change. Let me know down below what are your personal thoughts. What do you think is happening with the space? Love you all. See you tomorrow in Crypto ZX, and peace out.